Nobody's an Atlantic rower until you've rowed the Atlantic.
I have a bucket list on my iPhone notes and I put row the Atlantic on it.
It's always interesting to push yourself out of your comfort zone and just be a little bit miserable for a while.
I guess the best way to describe it is I was a bit of the keynote. I got a message saying, hey, heard you're into rowing, heard there's a chance you might be interested in rowing the Atlantic, are you keen? And I was like, yes, absolutely, sign me up.
I have never thought, what am I doing? I think my wife has thought that quite a lot.
So it definitely wasn't on the wish list. I had never heard of ocean rowing. I didn't know what it entailed. I didn't know anything about the project.
I'm not a rower. I actually did I did a term of rowing at university and decided I preferred being in the water as a swimmer, not on the water, and I quit.
There's that element of unknown. Like when something's unknown, you can't really prepare for it. You don't know what's going to come up, so let's just see what happens when it happens.
It's a really unique opportunity for us to come together from different parts of the ETS, which is the branch that we serve in. People who I wouldn't have met necessarily otherwise, really get to know each other in a way that you don't in the day job.
I'm really, really proud of being an Army Education Officer. Most of the people that I've worked with really care deeply about soldiers, their education, giving them an offer that will make them better, more employable in this career and the next.
Education is something that is constantly going on throughout everyone's life. So this, as an opportunity, is also a perfect challenge to apply learning and see what you can develop from it as well. So yeah, what a great way to almost be taught by something different.
I normally try and give myself a challenge every year, and I hadn't had one for a few years. And then DEC put something up on social media about this challenge, and I just immediately snapped at it. Yeah, just didn't want to know any details, just yes, stick me on the team.
In 2016, I just wasn't feeling great, and it turned out that it was a small bout of cancer. And the doctor who was looking after me at the time said, "Dec, sometimes people find it helpful to have a bag as they go through, to focus on as they go through this." And I thought, a bag? What are you on about? And he said, yeah, a big, hairy, audacious goal. So not long afterwards, I was in hospital and there was a documentary on about the Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge as it was then. And I thought to myself, right, if I get to feel well again, that's going to be my bag.
Although I'm in the British Army as a British officer, I do very much consider myself to be Australian, and so on the back of the boat we have our names and we have the flags, and so proudly got the Aussie flag there.
Despite being the only British member, I've got the most Italian name in the world, so I mean there is a lot of banter, there's a lot of chance for people to learn about each other.
Basically, it just means that half the time I don't know what they're talking about because, culturally, I don't know the show or I don't know the food. But yeah, it keeps things interesting. Definitely over the next few months, we're going to be focusing as a team on the sort of team dynamics component as well, the small team dynamics.
The definition of success for us has never been about getting to Antigua or the row. It's always been about getting the project to the starting line.
The things that motivate us to keep going. Do we have little milestones every week? Maybe every Friday night we have a little treat for ourselves. Do we have Secret Santas? All these things will keep us kind of motivated and keep us going.
This is about the experience rather than the positioning in the league table.
It's been a steep learning curve, but it's been really enjoyable.
You've just got to be willing to say, I'm going to learn from this and make sure I do better next time.
We're going to do this once. There's no need for 2 ticks in the same box. What you want to do is go and enjoy it.
You speak to someone who isn't rowing an ocean and they're like, well, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Are you okay? And you're like, oh, maybe I'm not okay, I don't know.
Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.